Hey everyone, welcome back. So today, doing another update on the Ford LTL 9000 and auto transport trailer combo. So, it's been a while since I did a little bit of an update, but figured might as well do it now. So, starters, got a little bit more of the chassis done. Still need to get a few more accessories like the tank steps, but got all the plumbing for the engine all done, which on this kit here surprisingly takes quite a lot of patience to get it done, and depending on how you build it. So for this I ended up I had the engine covers taken off. Had to take these off in order to get the radiator cooler from underneath to connect, as it goes right up against the filter. So there's that. Then on top, got three more coolant lines. Three more coolant lines on the top that go together, but done correctly, it will hook right in without problems. So, which then if you're lucky, it can fit on top. So there's that. Then, as seen also, I did get the other set. I've decided with the hubcaps just to leave them chromed. I was originally going to paint them either the body color metallic orange or root beer brown, but I figured the chrome ones look good enough, and didn't need to worry about overspray. So there's that. Then a little bit of work, as with the hood. Did use some more of the decals. Then also decided to do some numbering. Unit number 19 on this. Done with the silver 1 and brownish red 9. So yeah, and then I wanted to do it, but I wanted to do them the matching dark red, but unfortunately, when I was trying to put on the other number 1 on the other side, I ended up dropping the decal and no idea where it went, so resorted to using another numbered one, which to give it a little bit of accents, I guess. Then, with the hood hinges, I technically should have got these painted up, but I got them already in, and if anything, can just take some black paint and paint over these, I guess. So there's that. Then, been doing a little bit of test fitting. So we've got the pin. You pretty much get the pin in. Let's see if I've got the other one nearby. Yes, I do. I've got the other pin here. So, slide both sides in. Probably gonna glue those after I pretty much got everything done. So, hood will pretty much tilt over. Like so. Which, it works really well, surprisingly enough. Most other kits, I can imagine, pretty much just has the hood that simply just comes off without hinges. But looks nice. It's a nice touch to have on the truck. And then, with that, seen here, started a little bit more work on the cab. Got the tribal band started up. Then, on the side, need to get a little do a little bit of touch-up work. But on the charger kit here, I was originally trying to sell this kit originally, as it was kind of an impulse buy, but don't really have an intention on building it. But I got a few ideas on that now. So with the lettering, decided to use the standard decals the kit comes with, but then do some other custom lettering. Do some lettering on top to give some more detail. So, still working on then pretty much on some other tape. Do have the name on my name on it. So, going to keep this on, somehow dip this in the water, get the decal or get the lettering to peel off nicely, and then strategically try and place it onto the siding. So that in itself is going to be a challenge pretty much. Then did start a little bit on the driver's side, but as you can see, not really much has been going on. Then have got the windshield in. Which went pretty nicely, and then got the headliner as well. Then painted up the clearance lights. Then to go along with the accessories, have the air conditioning unit on top. So, yeah, so that went on pretty. So that actually, I was surprised on how good it looks on the truck. Whereas I was just thinking that I was going to be blocking. It was going to be blocking a few details, but realized on top here there isn't much detail up here anyways, so might as well fill out the empty space. Plus, out of the truck shop pack, I've went for the custom air horns. So, got the other ones somewhere, but not sure where at the moment. But, so, gonna have these placed on top. Place it on top. Then on both sides, of course. So, yeah, give it a little bit more detail. Then, yeah, so originally on the kit, there's the radio antenna. Radio antenna that would go right here, but I'm planning on relocating this for somewhere else. So, there's that. Then, did a little bit of work on the floor pan. So, got the seat brackets installed. Got the shifter set up. Painted underside with the air tanks. So, this will pretty much just sit on the top. Just sit on top. Then cab as well. So if you can kind of imagine, something like, of course, it'll be sitting evenly, but truck will start to look something like this, and then flip it around on the other side. The travel band going over, and then which will eventually wrap its way around onto the sleeper cab, or sleeper portion of the cab. So there's that. Still needs to be done. And speaking of which, so I've got the sleeper cab already put together, just needs to be painted up. But so far my plan with this is going to be just leaving it open like this, so I can still get in, put the bedding in, possibly a few other accessories that I can hopefully find, And with that, when it's all attached, sitting on the truck, what I'm planning on having to go with this is I've got the roof section. Yeah, I got the roof. And the plan with that is the roof just sits gently on top. And then if I feel like it to add more detail later on, can just take the roof off, detail the inside, put it back on. So then it seems like it's just part of the truck. Then, yeah. So that's one thing. That's one way I was thinking of going. Because really, what's the point of doing a bunch of detail work on the inside of this if you're not going to be able to see it? Because in the way it's like saying with a hood, you have a hood, it opens up to reveal the engine details. But then if you have, like, say, a sleeper cab, you're not really going to be seeing what's inside. So in order for it to be visible, the inside to be visible, instead of through the openings, have it where it's removable to get inside. I'm surprised not many other kits have that, or not sure if anyone's found a way to do that. So, it's pretty much that. Now, if you can imagine, it's going to get something like that when it's done. And then, so yeah. Then with the interior, specifically with the bedding, I ended up going for a beige bedding with a brown sheet cover. But this here was quite dry, quite runny. So I'm going to go over it again once more. Then possibly with some black wash, get into the accents to hopefully bring out more detail. Then I've probably got a few other things. Probably put a bunch of tools inside. But, of course, gonna have to wait and see. Then, similarly, got the dash. So got that big decal all put on. Still need to wait on the bottom portion to be... Oh yeah, I got the bottom portion here. So this here still needs to get painted up. So this will pretty much just fit on the back like so, with some locator marks, which I find is really useful. And so far with this kit, it's really well engineered, and it's quite simple to build. And at first it may seem overwhelming with so many parts, but as long as you're following the instructions, it will be a pretty good build. So yeah, also something else I wanted to mention was on here you got the back cover, which is where the housing for the air filter will go. One thing when I put together was there was a little bit of a ledge sticking out. There's a little bit of a ledge sticking out. Not sure if it will show. But anywho, so I figured that was just some extra molding that needed to be fixed up. So ended up trimming that. Then when I went to go to fit test, found out I have a much bigger gap than what I was supposed to have, a much bigger gap than what I'm supposed to have. So we'll probably fix that, put that in with some filler, or might just leave it as is. So that's one thing to look out for. But of course, someone has to do the demonstration in order for people to know what to expect. So there's that. there's that pretty much that, and then got a few small things. Have a few things in paint right now, currently drying. And then got out of the truck shop kit, decided to use the Michigan plates that came with that instead of the other license plates that this truck would have came with, which I'm not sure what they were. Well, I'm pretty sure there was an option between a few states, but wanted to use the Michigan ones. So that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and then also, similarly with the headlights, took a little bit of some yellow amber, just did a little bit of light brushing on the inside, so it gives you the illusion there's a light bulb inside instead of flat light housings. And of course, you don't want to go full through, or else it'll seem like it's just a tinted, like a, say, yellow or orange tinted piece of plastic. But so this gives it a little bit more contrast and more realism. If, say, someone went for yellowish, orangish yellow light bulbs and clear lenses. So there's that. And then did the same thing on the headlights. Yellowed those up, but not too heavily. And then, of course, still need to get the other windows in. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the truck. And then for the trailer, with the trailer, pretty much a case of not much has been going on with this. One of the main things I wanted to do is get the ramps painted, which I'm still in the process of doing. And then I'm running low on the root beer brown that I'm painting the truck in. So I'm a little bit hesitant to do more painting for the trailer, since I feel that once I start, I might end up running out of paint. So I'm either debating between using a similar shade of brown that I've got extra of, or just go back to the store to buy the same can again. So that's one thing that I have to put up with. Then, as seen here on the front, I've got the front section installed. Then, with the stripes here, for those curious, these here are all actually extras of the kit decals. So what it mainly is these decals here were extra overhangs. So for instance, say here on the cab, it would usually just wrap around all the way on the back. But because I kind of think that it's just a waste of decal space, or it's just a waste of a decal because you're not ever going to see that, so figured, you know what, take some of it, wrap it around the posts. I'm also thinking about doing that. I'm going to be doing those as well on the main frame. So then when time comes for me to install more of the bodywork, so with this, I'm going to have, let's see, how does this go on? So have more of the bodywork on. So with this, and then out of the old decals, going to have it wrap across, go from post to post all the way throughout, just to keep the flow consistent between the truck and trailer. So there's pretty much that. Then of course, get the ramps put in. And then the ultimate task of trying to find what cars will work best on the trailer. So hopefully by next video, we're gonna have much more in terms of content. So there's that. And then so before I forget, I do like to say that I'm going to be trying out a few different schedule routines. So I'm aiming for one video a week. So in total about 4, maybe 5 videos a month. So what's going to happen is the first 2 weeks first week is going to be kit updates. Second video is going to be what projects I've started. Week 3 is going to be what progress on the project truck. And then video 4 will be an update on what's been going on with the builds and what I've got planned for next month. So, I believe that will be it for the video. So, of course, going to be busy for the next little while, trying to get more stuff done, and hopefully, with enough patience, it'll turn out how I'm imagining it'll be. And who knows, maybe some of you might be interested in getting this kit yourself. And while it's an expensive kit, the detail work that you can put into it is really well worth it. So, on that note, that'll be it for this video, and see you next time.